of friends, having so much fun together. You're not even aware you're such a funny pair. You're the best of friends. Life's a happy game. You could clown around forever. Neither one of you see your natural boundaries. Life's one happy game. If only the world wouldn't get in the way. If only people would just let you play. They say you're both big fools. You're breaking all the rules. They can't understand the magic of your wonderland. When you're the best of friends, sharing all that you discover. When these moments have passed, will their friendship last? Who can say there's a way? Oh, I hope it never ends. 'Cause you're the best of friends.
Hey everybody, good evening and welcome to Disney. Well, actually no, it's called Gootz Disney Pod. I changed the name recently, so that's the new name. I'm here with Keanu Thompson.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good, Ray. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm hanging in there. So we had just watched Fox and The Hound. I know I said in the last episode that Dustin Chafin was going to do this, but I get he's very busy. With the world famous T.J. Miller.
So I'm here. I have my cowboy hat on.
So yeah, so she's here. She was originally supposed to do Brother Bear because she's a big Joaquin fan.
I love Joaquin. I love him, but I loved him before it was cool to love him.
Yeah, now everybody loves him.
Now everybody does.
Probably a lot of women with mental issues. Not you though.
No.
So you're normal. But before we get into the Fox and the Hound, let's discuss you, Keanu. How long have you been doing stand-up?
I like 3 years.
3
The
years?
first time I ever did stand up, I guess, maybe 4 years ago. And
Okay.
then,
What made
yeah.
you want to get into stand-up? What's your story?
I went to College of Charleston and I got the useless theater degree. And then I moved here. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to really. One of my teachers who like really believed in me, like put me in a bunch of stuff, was a stand-up in New York for like 10 years before he started teaching at the
what's his name?
college. It's David Lee Nelson. I don't know if you'd know.
I did hear of him.
You did? Really? Okay. Hi, David Lee Nelson. He actually, he's got cancer, but he seems to be doing okay. Anyway, I loved that man. And he told me, he was like, I really think you should try stand-up because I know you're going to move to New York. So I tried it and it was a slow start, but I ended up really liking it and just sort of like, and then I was like, why do I give a fuck about acting? I really like doing this.
Did you act?
Here a little bit, yeah. And I liked it. I mean, it's acting is really fucking hard. Like, can we swear on here? I mean,
Yeah, you
care?
curse.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't give- this Disney podcast. Alan Finn was talking about hat rape. Alan Fuchs, whatever. He was talking about hat rape on his episode.
What the fuck is hat rape?
Well, these two hats were humanoid hats, and they fell in love.
Okay.
And they had a hat baby.
In like a movie?
In one of the movies, it was called Make Mine Music.
God.
Or Make Mine Music.
Speaking of Alan, yeah, he got me really hardcore into stand up. So
Yeah.
that's
so what
that's
year
my
did you
buddy.
start? So 3 years ago.
Yeah. But I
You
met
came right to New York and started?
Yes, I moved straight from Charleston to New York. Then I've been here for like 4 years, but there was a year I had to go back home for like 8 months because I was just a mess and I had to like go home and have.
You kicked your ass?
It wasn't that. I had like a horrible eating disorder and like I never really figured it out. So, I mean, I ended up in the hospital. My dad's like, you gotta come home for a little bit.
Okay.
But then I bounced right back and came here and then I did stand up like hardcore.
How's your
So
eating disorder now?
it's better. It's pretty good. It sucks. I think you always have it. I think you always it's always in your brain. But
Yeah.
I talk to a lady a couple times a month and
Okay, just some random lady.
yeah, just talk to people. No.
Don't get
She's
I got got this disorder about eating.
Homeless women at the Dunkin' Donuts. Can you help me not throw up this donut, lady? No. She's like, no, there's a lady who she's like a nutritionist, and she just says like, you're an idiot. You gotta eat your food, and you know you should eat this.
You know,
not
like
that.
I found that eating regularly has caused me to lose more weight.
Yeah.
Than just not eating.
Yeah, yeah, see, you're on like a whole food journey.
Yeah.
But what are you are you not eating junk anymore? Like, what do you do?
Oh yeah, I cut out McDonald's. Although last week my trainer got fired because he got I don't want to say I'm gonna get banned from the gym as well. He had a controversy with a lady friend.
Okay.
I got depressed and I had like Chick-fil-A 2 days in a row and Taco Bell 2 days in a row.
I do love Chick-fil-A and
Chick-fil-A
Taco
though,
Bell.
that's the thing. I will have that. So there's a mall here, the Queens Center Mall. They have a Chick-fil-A. There's never a line.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, there was never a line in South Carolina. Then I come to New York and I'm like,
Yeah, because we just got.
yeah, I
it.
know everybody's all fucking excited.
Yeah, but what I'll have is like today I had eggs.
Yeah.
I had huevos rancheros, but that's the Mexican. You
Yeah.
ever had that?
Yeah.
I had that. I'll usually have eggs in the morning, and then I'll have an aki bowl, which is expensive, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a salad or grilled chicken. Or I've been a little fast and loose lately because I got depressed over my training regimen change.
Yeah.
And other things, but
Yeah.
but not really that depressed.
Not depressed.
But it was like
yeah.
but I'm more like I try to stick to that. Like yesterday, I had the aki bowl with almond butter. Almond butter is very good too.
Almond butter is yummy. Yeah.
But then at night I went to Uno's and I had chicken quesadilla.
It's not even that bad. You
Yeah.
know, that's not the worst thing you could
And
possibly eat.
The other thing too is like when I drink, I'll drink Coors Light or Bud Light.
You're a
and-
beer guy. You don't like the White Claw, you said.
No, I'm not a White Claw.
God,
People swear by that.
I gotta quit with the White Claw.
Yeah,
it's like a lifestyle. I'm as obsessed with it as I am like Balloon Fest and Timothy Treadwell, and like those are the three things I love.
Timothy Treadwell.
Timothy
Who's Timothy Treadwell?
He's the guy that we listened to get eaten by the bear.
Oh, that's his name?
Grizzly man. Yeah,
Grizzly, okay.
I have like 3 weird obsessions, and that's one of them. White Claw, but no, I don't drink beer. Beer will get you, but.
Yeah.
I have terrible eating habits too. Like that would be a great thing for me to do with like what you're doing. I eat maybe once a day.
Also soda.
Yeah, see, Diet Coke. I know I should stop with that. Or I'll just eat a grilled cheese and that'll be it for the day.
Really?
Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I get like I get funny. I just have a weird thing set around food. I've always had it. So
yeah, well, that's funny because like Ray DeVito, we did a road gig. He won't eat on the road, which is weird.
yeah,
to me.
that's right.
And one road gig, he's like, "Well, I just want to go," and I'm like, I didn't get to order food till the end," and I'm like, "I have to eat now."
Yeah.
Because I have to eat at 4 different intervals today,
Yeah.
or I'm not going to be able to perform at the gym. And I had stayed and had a blackened salmon, that's all. I also try to have salmon.
Yeah.
Or grilled shrimp.
I like that too. On
That
a
stuff's good for you
salad.
too.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about your stand-up and the fact that you have this horrible eating disorder.
Not anymore. I'm all right now. I'm
Okay.
just I'm doing more stand up. That's why I had to like leave for like 8 months.
You had
But
to
I'm back.
leave
Yeah.
because- okay, but now you're better.
And doing his stand up hardcore. And I've got the podcast with Alan and we're back.
The Weekend Sex.
Yes, the Weekend Sex. We
So,
recorded a sex
Do
club.
you guys talk about Disney movies and the Weekend Sex?
No, we haven't brought it up yet, but it's not always sex centered. It should be called the Weekend in embarrassment and shame. That's
Okay.
that's what it should be called. But we're not like some sex positive. Not that we're not sex positive, but we're not like
You're not like making that your brand.
No, that's not our brand. We just talk about our embarrassing lives
Okay.
and sex lives. Yeah.
Okay, I will. That would be a very short podcast if I had it. Be one episode. So tell me about you. How was your? So you grew up in the South?
Yeah, I grew up in South Carolina.
How was your childhood?
That's funny. When you said about the podcast, I didn't know I'd be okay with this. Not okay with it. Be good for it because people talk about Disney movies all the time. I know I've seen them, but I can't remember one thing that I couldn't tell you what happened in The Lion King. I have no idea.
You have no idea
what the plot of that movie is. Not one clue.
What happens? Simba starts a podcast called Weekend Sex, and Mustafa gets an eating disorder.
It's my origin story.
Yeah.
No, I grew up in the South, but I don't remember. I always I like to be a kid. I don't like kid stuff. I never did. I feel like I woke up and I was 10 years old. I don't remember like being a kid. I didn't like Barbies. I didn't like dolls.
You didn't like the dolls or
I would put like notebooks and like office supplies in a stroller and walk around with it.
So what would you like at 11, 12 years old? What are you watching for fun on television?
I only liked like SpongeBob. That was it. That was all
it?
I was
You
watching.
didn't watch anything else?
Survivor.
Sitcom?
Yeah, sitcoms. No.
No.
What the hell was I watching? Just SpongeBob.
Nature documentaries?
No, very serious things. We watched a lot of movies, but my parents, we never watched kid movies ever.
Yeah.
Just like it was always just like Pulp Fiction.
So you watch Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, like,
Okay, that explains everything.
I know. I mean, we did. We watched R-rated. We didn't have a bedtime. My parents aren't gonna.
Showgirls?
That is a great movie.
Okay.
That's like one of my brother's favorite
So
movies
what's
of all
that?
time. Yeah, Showgirls. They wouldn't sit down and like watch. We would watch kid movies when I was really little. I just don't remember them. But when we were like, not even teens yet, we were just watching what they were watching.
Okay, and they were not watching Little Mermaid.
No, they weren't Disney parents. Like we didn't go to Disney a lot.
I didn't go to Disney ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
Do you go now?
I think I almost have to with what's happening.
My brother and his boyfriend go all the time.
Oh, really?
They like go to the
So
theme
he's into
parties.
Disney.
Oh, they love Disney. They love Fox and the Hound. He just texted me. He was like, "We say some line from this movie. I don't know what it was all the time. They love it."
Oh, so they're excited that you're doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have 2 new fans.
Yeah, they will listen and subscribe. Rocco and Zach, listen
Oh,
up.
Cool.
Yeah.
My niece. I didn't know I had a niece. My niece in California. She's super into Disney, and she's collecting. She collects the pins.
Oh, okay.
They have pins at Disney World.
So they like have the pins of the characters, and then
I guess, yeah. There's like commemorative pins. They have like merchandise you can only get at. They're so smart. They have merchandise you can only get at Disney World.
Yeah,
Disneyland,
yeah.
So you have to go
to get it. Yeah, of course.
So you have to spend $2 just to go spend more on a fucking pin.
It's such a rich organization and company. Like, because this is weird. My dad owns a fireworks company, so they they do like display fireworks or whatever for like sports teams and things. And Disney has their own, like no company does it for them. For all those fireworks, they have their own fireworks company within Disney.
Oh yeah,
like that's how there's nothing from the outside. It's like a complete like total.
They do not fuck around.
No, nothing.
They just control us.
They do.
So I take it that you've never seen Fox and the Hound.
No, I never saw it.
This is the first time.
I liked it though. A little sad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. This is like a weird time because when this movie came out, Disney is not Disney. It's kind of faded and like in '81.
Mm-hmm.
Disney was kind of faded and corny and old. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a fun theme park, but like this shit is corny and old. Like to most kids, teenagers growing up in the '80s.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you could tell. Like, I like this movie, but they're taking like risks, but they're also not taking risks.
Right. Because they should have killed the dog that he gets so mad about. Right.
Yeah. So let me give a recap if you haven't seen this movie.
Yes, please.
To the listeners, Fox and the Hound's about a little fox who grows up with this old bag, and this hound who grows up with this old drunk, and they're neighbors, but they don't get along.
The people.
They're just people. And what happens is the fox gets older. Then the fox and the hound become best friends. And it's kind of very Brokeback Mountain-esque because they have to hide it from everybody.
Yeah, it's a little gay, too.
It's a little gay. And then what happens is the fox goes towards the house. So the old man decides I'm going to chase him into the forest and try to murder him. He chases him onto a train track. And the other dog, there's a bigger dog, is not the hound, falls
into a ravine.
This has implications in the real world. Because you think the dog dies.
Right.
And the hound is like, fuck you, fox! I'm going to fucking rape you and your mother! The mom died. The very first scene is the mom died.
That's right.
They kick off the movie when murdering the poor little fox.
That's why the fox lives with the old lady.
With the old lady, yeah. She had to take him in. Because
the old bag.
The owl's black. And she gets the woman. When she described this, sounds
it's the
insane.
most confusing
Can you
recap
imagine pitching
ever.
this movie? But the owl's black.
We
Why?
got a
I
black
don't know.
owl. Black owl.
And by the way, nobody can sing in this movie.
No, God. Not even the black one.
No, the black lady was probably... I don't know where they found this poor black woman. She is the worst black woman singer I've ever heard. I don't know how you could find a tone-deaf black woman in the South.
I don't know how it exists.
But they did it. They were like, we need... So anyway, This is how like off kilter the company was back then. So the woman gets this. The guy goes, "I'm just gonna murder your fucking house pet," which is why you need your cell phone because then she could have put him. She could have put him on Twitter, blew him up, and then
Yeah, exactly.
he would have got tweet shamed.
Yeah.
She would have got a legion of skanks, and they would have asked if they could eat her pussy.
Exactly.
And then she would have done weekend sex, and they would have asked if they could eat her pussy. Anyway, so
She would have hated Alan.
yeah, she would have hated Alan. Alan would be like, "Why are you living with a fox? They're not clean animals." Anyway, so the woman puts the fox into the forest, and the fox meets a female fox because the owl sets them up.
Yeah.
And immediately this bitch is like, "Let's have 6 kids."
Yeah, she wanted a litter of 6.
Yeah.
Immediately. But that's how animals go.
Yeah. Now, these animals are in a game preservation because nobody can like hurt them. But this old drunk doesn't give a shit.
He really has a vendetta out for this fox that did not kill his dog.
Yeah. So let me jump into the real world. So in the real world, when they're making this movie, half the animation team wanted the dog to die. And the other half was like, no. So this got so heated that the half that wanted the dog to die split off and formed their own company, the Don Bluth. Don Bluth was one of the guys. And they made movies such as American Tail,
Yep.
Secret of Nala, which you never heard.
No, I didn't hear that one.
Land Before Time,
That one I heard.
Fern Gully,
I loved Fern Gully.
Rockadoodle,
Rockadoodle, we loved
I
too.
believe Page Master,
Page Master. That one's really good.
Troll in Central Park,
Yep, that one's
and
good too.
Anastasia.
Oh, Anastasia is not Disney.
No, it's this guy.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of the last ones he makes before he goes.
See, that's
broke.
what my parents. I remember most of those ones you just like. I remember those like more vividly
It's
than I
funny
remember
that
the
you
Disney
those.
ones.
I feel like
Yeah,
your parents were like, "Fuck Disney." They like. Were
yeah. I
showing you
mean, they
these
were just
things.
weird. I think they liked them because they were weird. Yeah,
they are weird. Rockadoodle's a weird.
yeah.
And I think like what they wanted to do was to make more mature movies for kids. They wanted to like get past this cutesy shit.
Yeah, so maybe that the parents might want to watch too.
Yeah, so they stormed off and like, we're gonna take it to Disney. They had Spielberg even like got behind them for a little bit. But it's so funny because now nobody remembers these movies. When American Tail came out,
That one I don't remember.
okay,
Yeah.
but that was amazing.
Yeah.
My parents were like, Disney's dead. This is the new Disney. And now like, Disney basically came back.
They probably killed them.
They had their families murdered
I know,
in the middle of the
they
night.
shot them in the head.
They like murdered them at a screening of the Troll Central Park. I think it was the last one.
Yeah, it's
Like
gotta
enough
be.
of this bullshit.
Yeah.
You're all dead now.
No, we're gonna be the cool ones now.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, back to the movie. So they chase the 2 foxes. The Hound is really aggressive
Yeah.
in this scene, which is
Yeah.
really weird because the other dog's not dead.
Yeah, he's so angry, but like maybe it is. It seems kind of sexual, doesn't it?
Yeah, it made me think they finished all this. Was that? Did you hear that weird
I think
noise?
that might have been the cat.
What?
Was that the cat?
That was a cat. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to break the form. But I think they animated all that end stuff thinking that the dog was dead. And then at the last second, they had a big staff meeting.
And they were like, "We got to keep the dog alive." Yeah,
Alive,
because
because you don't
there's
see
so
that
much
dog that much.
rage. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, they just show like little, even like the one scene of him being alive, he's almost like really goofy, where in the rest of the movie, he's like really serious.
Yeah, right. They
So,
added
like-
one scene in. They did all the end part, like assuming that the dog was dead.
Yeah, because the dog, not only is the dog alive, but he's in good spirits. He's goofing around.
He's
now.
like,
He seems
"Oh,
to,
I
like,
got a pillow to lie my head down on."
Yeah, he seems to have gotten like a hold of his life. Why is this other dog so fucking mad?
I don't know.
Why is anyone mad?
No, they're so mad. You fell into the ravine. You broke your leg.
Yeah,
It's no big
it was
deal.
kind of the old dog's fault.
Yeah, exactly. So then, yeah, the redneck drunk, I mean, really wants to still kill this fox.
And then a bear shows up, like in the movie Grizzly Bear.
And yeah,
Grizzly
just
Bear.
like Grizzly Man, just
Yeah.
like Timothy Treadwell. But this bear is like the Revenant bear. It was like as big as the trees.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the scariest Disney characters so far. If you like, I'm not talking about like future, but if you just go from 30 to 39 to 81,
That's the scariest
he's
one.
probably the scariest thing they've ever animated. Like I can see little kids being like, I think I did hear from one person who's a little bit older than me that when they were a kid and saw that bear, they were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, it's very scary. So the bear goes at it. The fox defeats the bear, and then the old man is still gonna shoot this fox. And the hound is like, nah. He stands in front of the fox.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And the old man lets him go, and then him and the old lady start banging, and the fox bangs the other fox, And the Hound just misses.
He doesn't have anybody. He's alone.
He's alone.
All
He
he's
just
got
wants
is
his
the
gay
old,
love.
the old broken leg dog friend.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
It is. Well, people kept saying that movie's so sad. That movie's so sad. That wasn't as sad as I thought it was gonna be.
This movie?
I thought they were gonna. I thought after he when the dog protected the fox, when the hound protected the fox, after they walked away, I thought the old man was just gonna turn around and shoot the fox.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought was
It's just
coming.
compared to other Disney movies, there's just this depressing edge to it.
Isn't Bambi apparently? There's like a
But
something wrong
Bambi,
too.
it's not you don't see the hunter. This movie, you're with the guy who wants to kill the animals. The whole movie. You never see the hunter. The shot rings out, Bambi's reaction, and then it cuts to a year later.
Yeah.
But this movie is you stay with the guy because he shoots the mother.
Yeah.
As soon as the movie starts, he shoots the mother. When that scene in Bambi for people growing up in the 50s and the 60s or the 40s or the fuck, they said that was a moment in their childhood they always remember.
When Bambi's mom dies?
Bambi's mom died.
I never saw the movie, but...
Okay. Yeah, but back in the old days, after
That
you
was
went to
nuts.
church and were told that you were wrong for being a homo, they took you to see Bambi.
Oh, God.
And everybody remembers that scene because it kind of comes out of... It does kind of come out of nowhere. They kind of foreshadow it. So,
Yeah.
But if you're not really looking for it, it's this bunch
Happy,
of
cute
little animals,
movie until that happens.
and then they shoot him. But this movie kicks off with the fucking murder. It's
Yeah. It starts with the murder, and then there's that evil man who just wants to kill this fox.
and then he just this guy killed his fucking mom, and he's all right, I'll just be neighbors with you. And then the guy keeps trying to kill the guy.
And fuck that old woman. Keep the fox inside. Then she takes him out deep into the woods, and you can hear what she's thinking. That was the most disturbing scene.
That
She's
part
like,
is very depressing.
I'm going to be so
Because she
lonely
basically
now.
lets him alone
I
in the
know.
woods.
And then she releases the fox. It starts raining. She's like, oh, well, okay. You'll be all right.
You'll figure it out.
And then the owl's like, I'm looking for a fox. He looks just like you. She's like, there's a boy fox. The girl fox. There's a boy fox in
Is
the
she the only
woods."
fox in the world? I guess
Yeah.
he's murdered every other fox.
I guess so.
This poor female fox is just
They have to
I just
go-
need to fuck.
They had to go to the reserve.
Yeah. This fucking lunatic's breaking into reserve. I have this theory that I share with you in the movie that I think the old man, when we don't see him, because he's always driving off. He's at the bar.
I think so.
He's a day drunk.
Getting hammered.
He's like,
And then
I fucking hate foxes.
Oh, Gary's here again.
Is that his name?
I don't know what his name is.
They just call him the old man.
The old man, the old coot. Every old man in one of these movies is wearing long johns. Why is that? It's not cold in the woods.
That could be a little cold.
I'm just thinking of South Carolina. I guess it could
Is
be
South
cold.
Carolina warm?
It's warm there, but
Really?
there are these. Because you were asking what's this man's job? People in South Carolina do. You'll walk into the woods and there'll be a dilapidated house with
And they'll be living-
there's some weird man with a bunch of guns living in it. So that's
Like
what this
this
man is doing. Yeah, no job. They built the house themselves. There's
He
no.
got inspired by this movie.
Yeah, maybe. There's no running water. They're just shooting things. There's a Confederate flag.
Also, there's a lot of dead animals in his house.
yeah,
It's like a serial
he's
killer.
got hides everywhere.
Yeah, and it's really intense.
I don't get the hunting thing. I would have never any desire to go and shoot an animal.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it if that's how you eat, back in the old days, 1700s.
Yeah, sure.
But nowadays, it's
Or on Survivor.
he has a car.
Yeah, I know. Go to the grocery store. What?
Yeah.
Or grow some shit. I don't know.
Go to the butcher.
I know anything. Or just people that hunt. I guess if you're gonna eat it, at least you're doing something with it. But I don't want to watch an animal die. What the
Someone broke down that I was listening to these wrestlers because a lot of wrestlers are hunters.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Why?
They're from the South, a lot of wrestlers.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not really they act like they're progressive, but they're not. But
No.
this one wrestler was saying that you actually need hunters because if the population of deer gets out of control,
That's what they always say, and
the
it is
ecosystem
true.
could get
Yeah.
fucked up, and then the other deers will suffer, and then the other animals will suffer. So it's actually you're doing a kindness by
Taking out some of them by shooting them in the head.
brutally murdering
Yeah.
a few. I don't know. That's what they claim,
Yeah.
and it kind of made sense when he broke it down. But I'm at the same time yeah, but this animal doesn't know I'm just in the way.
I know.
Hopefully someone shoots
There's
me.
too many of me. Hopefully it's not me that gets shot, but if it does, If I do, it's okay.
This will affect the rabbit's eating habits if I'm not immediately shot in the face.
Apparently that is true, but I'm like, where's the science on that? I'm like, really show me, because every southern douchebag redneck I know is like, there's too many of them. If we don't,
Yeah,
if we don't shoot
where are
'em-
they doing their studies?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where'd you hear this from? It's
I
just
heard
what
it-
we do. I heard it from.
I
my
heard it on
buddy.
the WWE.
I heard it from the WWE. They're like, they'll be running out into roads, and then half the time the deers don't even die, but they kill the driver. It's like, okay, I mean, I guess maybe there's some logic to that, but just I don't. You don't.
And then the
you're
deer
not doing
suffering.
it for the ecosystem. You're doing because you want to see a fucking
Yeah,
deer die.
'cause you want to have a fucking
you want
thing
a
on
head
your.
on the wall. You
Yeah.
want to be like, look at what I got. I love the pictures of these fucking douchebags with like holding up a dead deer by its horns. Yep, thank you for helping the ecosystem.
I'm doing it.
douchebag.
I did it for the birds.
I did it for the
I also
birds.
shot them too, but I did it for the birds.
I did it for the birds.
Hey, look, I just care so much about animals. I just gotta shoot them.
I just care about the environment.
I
You
meant-
know, global warming, it's real.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help out Bernie Sanders and AOC, and now y'all turning on me.
No, it's that point is it's not that. You're just a sick fuck. You want to see a deer die
Mm-hmm.
or something. You think it's gonna be sexy to women if you catch a big fish or like fucking kill an animal.
And it used to be like in the 40s and 50s that was kind of hot to chicks,
yeah,
but also
or
so
like-
was smacking you with dinner wasn't ready. It was hot to chicks.
That's right.
So
Or like, I mean, I guess it was hot to cave people if you could go out
Yeah.
and get some dinner.
Mhm.
But you know, we have.
I mean, women do like assholes, as we talked about
This is true.
before we started recording.
They really do. But
Yeah.
the problem is, the
But I think-
good-looking ones are often like assholes. There's like a thing where girls like it when guys are mean to them. You know, which is
Guys what?
mean to them. Which
Oh
is
yeah, like this
unfortunate.
guy was to her.
Yes, just mean in general.
Yeah, girls. I'm always astonished by the level of insanity a girl will put up with, and it's like I just always like I could never get away with 1/10 of this. I would literally be like, that's it.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
No, girls will put up with a lot, and I don't really know. I don't know why that is. A lot of us hate ourselves.
I
You
think
know?
that's it.
I think there's a lot of self-esteem.
A lot of
issues in this
self-esteem. I'm
world.
not good enough.
Yeah. So
All this
when
shit.
People put up with mean people.
I know. Yeah. Fuck. This. Yeah. No. The women put up a lot of shit. I mean, this widow at the end of the movie. This guy's literally driven her one friend away from her home, and she's like hanging out with him now. She's like, yeah, we're talking.
She's lonely because she got rid of her only friend, the fox.
I know.
Yeah. Everybody gets something except for the fucking hound. The hound just ends up alone.
And
his
the hound
old
is
friend.
the voice of the hound is Kurt Russell.
Is it? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Who's the fox?
Mickey Rooney.
Rooney.
Not Mickey Rourke.
Mickey
That would have been a
Rourke.
whole different
The
movie.
wrestler.
Hey, hound. Let's fuck.
Oh god.
Come on, hound.
Also, wait, who is in this shot of this? Oh, this is Fox and Hound 2.
That's Fox and Hound
I
2.
was
So
gonna say, is this a French dog? What?
I've never seen Fox and Hound 2, but apparently when they're little kids and they're friends, there's 6 months where they run off and join a rock band. Which
This was
we didn't
made
see in the movie.
2006.
Yes, they put this out in 2006.
Oh
and
my god.
I'm just like,
Why
I would like to
bother?
see a movie about what happens when they're both old.
I
Why do I
know.
want to see this? So in the middle, the little montage where they're like
Yeah.
hugging each other,
Yes.
they join the rock band off screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We just didn't. They
And
just forgot to
apparently the
mention
old
that.
man didn't notice.
I guess
Neither
not.
did the woman.
They didn't notice the only thing that's bringing them joy in their lives.
Hey, there's 5 months where you were gone. Where were you? Oh, I joined the band. Oh, well, now you got to hunt.
Do the dogs and the animal band play for people? Or they
Hey.
play for the other animals?
Now Matilda's trying to fight the cat.
I love your animals.
I know, they're so... Hey, come on, we're recording a podcast.
Matilda.
When Matilda always interrupts my podcast. It's really kind of
It's
ridiculous.
cute, she's a mascot.
Yeah, she is, although you can't see her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made some really like in the mid 2000s. They made sequels to a lot of like the classic films, and it's always like because these movies don't lead themselves to sequels.
Right. Well, they just have money they don't know what to do with, so
Yeah.
they're just gonna make whatever.
Well, also they made a lot of money off the DVDs, so they wanted to put out more DVDs.
Oh, and those assholes, they put shit in the vault.
Oh
which
yeah.
means like you can't get the DVD.
Well, now
or
it's over.
whatever
Now it's everything's out
on
because of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But I remember like, you can only buy this DVD for 4 weeks,
I know.
and we're never gonna sell it again.
It's going into the vault. Like, why do that to people? Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you?
Well, that's to get people to rebuy.
I guess.
My mom would. So we bought Cinderella. This is like just a VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you didn't want it to go into the vault?
No, because we got to get it now. It's the picture quality's better.
Do you still have a way you can use a VHS?
No, I get rid of the VHS of Cinderella, but I have the DVD and the Blu-ray stuff.
I guess you could sell them one day.
I have 4 different versions of Little Mermaid. I have the VHS,
Yeah.
the DVD, the Blu-ray, now the 4K Blu-ray.
What the like? It's like are these like Criterion collections?
Some of them have like these have a lot of special features.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I know so much about some of these movies because I watch special features.
Oh, you just love Disney movies.
I did as a kid, then I got out of it. But then like this summer, I said I'm gonna watch them all in a row.
Yeah.
I
It's
kind of
like
got
me and
into it,
Survivor.
and then I got the idea to do the podcast.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because it's like this is such these movies like literally lend
Got a lot to
themselves.
talk about, yeah.
Like we're talking about hunting,
Yeah.
and when would we ever talk about hunting?
We would never.
Yeah.
We would have been on the road for some reason, bring up hunting. Or
Yeah.
The South. No.
But because this movie, like the next movie, Black Cauldron, is like fantasy and medieval.
Yeah.
And the movie after that is Great Mouse Detective, which is Sherlock Holmes.
Are you going in a row?
I'm going like in chronological order.
Oh, okay.
So every movie's kind of a little bit different. Whereas like, if I just did superhero movies, Spider-Man,
I know. Oh,
Batman, Spider-Man again.
yeah, and then also you're trying to get rid of the like persona that you're like some nerd because you're not that.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know?
not. I mean, I watch Fox and the Hound like a fucking man. I'm
It's
just banging
fine.
chicks while watching
Right.
Chicken Little.
I have I bang chicks. I'm not just superheroes. I like Disney too.
I did make out with a girl wearing an Ewok shirt the other day.
You're kidding. Where'd you meet her?
I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you off
Okay,
air.
Okay. An
But-
Ewok shirt.
I'll get banned from another club.
Jesus Christ.
But we did make out, and I said
Congrats.
I just want to note that I'm wearing an Ewok shirt. She goes, yeah, I'm aware. I go,
I thought you meant she was wearing one.
no,
like,
I was.
Jesus, marry her. Okay.
No, she
Oh, you
was
got
she wasn't wearing it,
Dracula
but I
on
was
there.
like very proud of myself
You should be.
that
Why not?
it's actually came in that box, that cereal box.
Really?
Yeah, it's an Ewok cereal shirt.
Is there really Ewok cereal?
No, if there was, I would have had like 20 boxes when I was a kid.
Jesus. Well,
But
there you go.
yeah. So, all right. So yeah, I like this movie. I think it's like you don't remember a lot of Disney, but it's definitely darker than the other Disney stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird because they're still doing like the cutesy bullshit.
Right.
But it's also like life sucks and I want to murder everyone.
Yeah, and it gets dark, but it's got some cute montages. The singing is really bad, but it's like that weird like 50s almost singing. That's
Yeah, but
like,
what's weird is it came out in 81.
yeah,
That's the thing. Like they were so out of touch.
yeah, it's true they were, but I like the I like how that
Yeah.
singing
Mhm.
like it's comforting, even though it's bad. Like there's something sweet about it.
Yeah. No, there is. There's something. There's like a sweetness and sincerity to this. Like you could tell this wasn't made like Little Mermaid. I love Little Mermaid and I love Beauty and the Beast, but you can tell like they're like, and we're gonna sell toys and
Yeah.
Happy Meals and albums and Celine Dion is gonna be at the Oscars. And, like there's a whole plan.
Yeah, right.
Whereas this movie, it's like we just want to make a little movie about a dog and a
A fox. A cute
Yeah.
little movie.
But like so now we're getting into my lifetime.
Yeah.
And this was made in 81. And when I was a little kid growing up, Disney was kind of seen in the mid 80s before Little Mermaid shows. The Little Mermaid changes everything. But when I was a kid, Disney was seen as this quaint little company. Like, they have these cartoons with Mickey Mouse, and they have these really great old movies. But now it's like, that's kind of what my parents said. Like,
They
nowadays,
still aren't doing much.
they're
like,
not
other
doing
than
much.
that.
And, like, right
Mickey
after
Mouse
this,
thing.
they start making, they open up a raunchy comedy division.
Disney?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Did you ever see Down and Out in Beverly Hills? Like, probably. Did you see Down and Out in Beverly Hills?
No.
A Stakeout,
No.
3 Men and a Baby.
That I've seen.
Okay, that was Disney.
Oh, okay. That's a good movie.
What else did they make? They made some really like Ruthless People. They made some really raunchy comedies in the 80s.
Do they still do that? No.
No, they gave that
Oh,
up.
yeah, okay.
But that was a response to the fact that this shit was corny and dated, and nobody gave. No, people were like,
Too. Yeah.
Disney's your dad's company.
Right.
and they were like, we need to take over the world, and
They did.
they did. And at this point, like there was this bunch of old men running the animation studio.
Right.
It was like, we'll get it done when we get it done.
What about aren't there like rumors about like sexual undertones and like dicks in the back of all the Disney movies
In
and all that
Little
stuff?
Mermaid, there's a dick.
Little Mermaid?
Yes.
But why?
It's on the VHS cover. I'll show you. I have it.
Yeah, but why do they do that?
They snuck it in because they would get mad at Disney.
Oh, the
Artists.
Artists.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Like, and did you ever see Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I know I've seen it, but I can't. I don't
Okay,
remember what
like
happened.
there was they took it out, but there was like a half a second shot of Jessica Rabbit's muff, like her vajayjay.
Regine?
There was a porn in The Rescuers, like a live action porn was in one of the windows.
Really?
Somebody snuck it in. Some editor snuck it in because
They just get mad.
They just get mad at Disney,
That's crazy.
and they're like, "Here's some
Fuck
sex."
this.
'Cause
Gets all sexual.
yeah, it gets very sexual.
This was a good movie for me, though. I feel like
Yeah.
Southern, a little bit darker, a little bit off the beaten path.
Yeah, it's more. Kind of reminded me of you, even
Yeah,
though
I like it. I like it.
you're
There's
from the
no
south.
No Joaquin Phoenix in it, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's in Brother Bear. It's very. Are you gonna watch that movie?
Yeah, I guess I will. If
It's
Joaquin's
very
in it.
weird.
Yeah, I
His
know.
voice in that is very strange.
I like the weird ones. I don't. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not weird as. It's weird. In other words, his performance is because he's very
weird.
sincere.
I love him.
It's very bland. While we're talking about hunting and animals,
Yeah.
let's talk about what we just heard. So there's a movie called Grizzly Man,
Yeah,
which I
was
love.
reminded of it because of the giant bear attacking the old man in
Yeah.
this movie.
But she played for me the audio. So the movie, the director hears the audio of the guy getting eaten. And he's like, "You must never hear this."
Timothy Treadwell used to live among the bears like
Mm-hmm.
for 10 years. 10 summers he did this. He with no weapon against them. No, they have bear spray. He didn't believe in it. He would go and like pet them and hang out with them and all this stuff, which is wildly dangerous. He would also hang out with foxes too, but mostly bears. He
Okay.
just loved them. Would live
He
with
must
them.
have seen this movie.
I guess maybe this is his movie, but he just like it was so stupid and stayed too long one year when the bears are completely starving because they're about to hibernate. He went back for some reason, and a bear eats him alive.
Yeah.
Him and his girlfriend. And the audio in the end, the director like won't play it for his other girlfriend because it's so horrifying.
Yeah,
But then it's on the internet, so Ray just listened to it.
I just listened to it, and it is sad and horrifying, but also kind of funny.
It is.
Because the girlfriend is screaming, this typical female, fight back! Like, how? It's over!
It's a bear. Run away.
Use the frying pan. That's what
She goes, she's like, fight back. He's like, I'm getting killed out here. And then he goes, get the frying pan. Like, is that going to help you? You should have had pepper spray on you,
I don't
bro.
think the
Like,
frying pan would defeat Jasmine if she decided to kill me. Or my cat, let alone a fucking grizzly bear.
I know.
Look, if me and you were in a tent, Keanu, and a grizzly bear bursts and starts eating us, we're just dead. We
No,
just might as well just accept it.
Or if it started eating me, I would say, Ray, run away.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
the fuck out.
obviously you can't eat both at once. Run away,
well-
leave me.
they're pretty big.
I guess. I suppose. It just seems so stupid. Yeah, but there's all audio because they recorded all of their times with the bears.
Yeah, because he was gonna save. Didn't he like talk to the bears like, "I love you"?
He'd be like, "This is a Mama Brown Bear, and I love you. She's a big grumpy girl." I'm like, "Yeah, she's gonna fucking eat you,
Yeah.
bro." Like,
That was such a great documentary.
it's great. I know it's not Disney, but I had to think about it when I was seeing that.
No, I'm glad you
giant
brought it up
bear.
because my cat's raping me. Because
Oh.
whatchamacallit, it's related.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a giant bear eating
a white
know.
guy.
little guy and fucking Timothy Treadwell.
Timothy Treadwell, rest in peace, bro.
Yeah, rest in peace. I like him better than the Crocodile Hunter. The Crocodile Hunter was also
What's
nature.
that?
People are very fucking weird.
They are weird. Timothy Treadwell was like, they thought one of the theories was that the bear, they never ate him first because they thought he was like retarded. Which is like, they thought something like was like wrong with him. That's why they never.
The bear's
ate
like,
him.
we feel bad for this guy.
Yeah, they're like he probably doesn't taste very good. There's
See,
something wrong with that
bears
guy.
like special needs people. they don't want to hurt
They
them.
feel for them.
They
What's
feel for them.
Crocodile Man?
I'm glad bears are woke.
I guess so.
They're very woke.
Unless they're really hungry.
Yeah. Keanu, I'm gonna ask you this question. This is a question I ask everybody, so don't
Okay.
get weirded out. Are you ever gonna have children?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's a hard no.
Definitely no.
Okay.
I absolutely will not have children.
Not gonna do it.
I don't want to ruin my body, number one.
Okay.
I find it I find pregnancy and like birth frightening.
Mhm.
And I just don't. I want to enjoy my life and like not worry about someone else. I just don't want to. It's never. People always say it's the most offensive thing when somebody says you'll change your mind. Were you about to say it?
Yeah.
No,
No. I'm about to say this. That's exactly everything my mom would say.
Before she had you.
And I was an accident, and then she was like
Okay.
all about it.
Yeah. See, I mean, I guess the thing is, I guess
If the condom rips, the condom rips. No, I'm joking.
I know. My IUD and my passport expire in the same year, and I'm looking forward to having them both renewed. Like I'm gonna just take this one out, get another one.
Okay,
in,
there
yeah.
you go.
But and then I'll be too old to have a kid. I think I'm 27 now. They last 10 years.
Oh yeah, I forget. I always think like you're younger.
No, 27. I just turned 27. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm getting old.
All right. Well, the reason I asked that question is,
Yeah.
well, I'll reverse it. So if you knew a family with a young child, would you say to this family, this kid should watch Fox and the Hound?
Yeah, of course.
You
I
think
would
so?
Say that. I would. Oh, you was normally the question. Would you show this movie to your kids?
Yeah.
I would show if my fictional kids. I would show them this movie.
Okay.
This one was perfect for me because it's not It's not horrifyingly corny, and it's like entertaining and a little dark.
Yeah, there's like a little edge to
It
it.
is edgy,
but it's
and
also
I love
very
Southern
sincere.
People. Yeah, yeah. And
It's like a priest decided to write like a porn or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this is kind of weird, but also not.
And I love how weird that old lady is in their like little golf cart, just talking to herself.
Yeah, it's like a really interesting little world.
I know. It's
in the
so
movie.
funny. It's great.
Even like the little subplot, I forgot about that because I watched this over the summer the first time and I loved it, but I completely forgot about the subplot with the caterpillar.
The birds and the caterpillar.
Yeah, which is funny because they do the big climax of the movie, like this big fucking huge battle, and you think the movie's over, and then they do
They bring it
the
back
caterpillar.
to the bug.
and you're like,
Yeah.
this, you're ending it with the fucking
I
caterpillar?
know, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Disney.
All right, Keanu, is there anything you want to plug or anything you want to?
Just listen to The Week in Sex, and you can follow me and look for all my spots and things at Keanu C. Thompson on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, and she's on a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Like you just did Kevin Brennan's.
I did. I love Kevin Brennan.
I don't know him, but he's a nice guy.
He's not exactly nice, but he's
Okay.
pretty nice to me.
Oh, well, yeah. And you also do Compound Media shows, right?
Yeah, I do those shows too.
What shows do you do on that?
I've done. I mean, I do Morning all the time, and I used to do Kevin's show on there, and I did it in Hot Water one time. And,
Okay. Yeah, I did morning once.
Yeah, I do it a lot. I've done it maybe like monthly. I do that. Show,
Okay,
but
yeah.
I like those.
It seems like a very like milquetoast show for Compound Media.
It's funny. Well, I mean, people like that's all Kevin's thing. He fucking hates Bill. Like,
Oh, really?
It's like part of the reason why he quit. But
What's the problem with Bill?
He doesn't like that he had 4 days. It's like a whole feud. It was a whole crazy
okay.
thing that I don't
Who
even know
is Bill
all
a comic?
about. Bill? No,
Yeah.
he used to work on Red Eye at Fox News.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, that's why he looks familiar. My dad used to watch Red Eye.
Yes. He's the nicest. That's the nicest guy ever. Like, he's
Yeah.
so cool. But I think maybe, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with that show on there just because, like, maybe they want a little variety. Not
Yeah, not
everybody's
everything
just
could be like some angry old white guy being like, "Fuck the blacks."
no, like, N-word.
N-word. I can see the N-word because I'm not a racist.
I'm not racist.
But also Trayvon Martin had it coming.
I know. Let's watch two dudes fuck each other. Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny?
I know. Fuck.
I'll tell you, we'll never get picked up on Compound Media.
What?
Gootz Disney Pod. Although this is a
to
pretty
them.
dirty podcast.
Pitch it to them.
I know. Like, how about an R-rated Disney podcast?
I know.
People want to hear about Winnie the Pooh's fucking habits. I don't know.
Disney, the porn pod.
And where can? Oh yes. So give your social media plugs tomorrow. I know you did. Just give it one more time.
Keanu C is in cat Thompson. So Keanu C Thompson, Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, whatever.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Ray Gootz. And you can also find the show at Gootz Disney Pod on Instagram and Twitter. Please, I have 5 followers on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter if you got into this far. Just create a Twitter account and follow. Make me feel good. I have
follow
more
you.
Twitter followers on
I'll
my
follow
personal
you.
account,
Okay.
but on the Disney on my Disney Instagram, there's a ton of followers.
yeah.
But on the Twitter, it's just I'm not good at Twitter.
I'm not good at it either.
I'm
Just
terrible at
posting
Twitter. Well,
pictures
you
of
got
my
a lot of
ass.
action on Twitter, but that's
Yeah, only because I post pictures of my ass, and then people are either angry or like, more.
okay. Well, there's also another reason, but we're not going to get into that.
Oh, God.
You have action on Twitter. But yeah, follow me there. Also, Ray Gootz Comedy on YouTube. You can see my special. It's coming out March 1st. This will be out after March 1st, I think. Check that out. It's my hour-long special that I recorded at the Standing Room. see that, and check out Keanu and the Weekend Sex.
That's right.
And follow her Instagram because she always posts pictures of her ass.
Yeah, I do a lot.
And
so.
it's pretty good.
It's a pretty good ass. It's
Don't
not
listen to the
fake.
haters.
I know.
So
All right, guys.
So see, this is the podcast that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
You get to hear two really funny people talk about Fox and the Hound. You get to see ass pics.
That's true. You got something out of it.
You're not going to get this on any other Disney podcast.
It's a pretty nice ass.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah. All right. Have
So
fun.
that's it. Keanu, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Next week, Jonas Barnes with the Black Cauldron. So
All right.
there you go. Get home safe. I don't know who I'm talking to, but get home safe and good night.